In this video, I'll show you how you can create a presentation in Canva. Okay, so we're going to be able to make a presentation which looks something like this. This is all done in Canva. I'm going to show you how you can choose a template, how you can edit text, add images, add graphs, you can add videos, and you can add any graphics and things that you want to this presentation. So let me go ahead and cancel out of this. As you can see, this is all done in Canva using the free plan. Everything that I show you in this video will be using the free plan. So let's jump into it. Let me give you a walkthrough, and at the end of the video, you'll be able to have the confidence to go and create your first presentation. So the first thing that we need to do is go to canva.com. If you come here and you don't already have an account, it's going to ask you to create one. You can use your Google account or any other email to sign up for free, and once you've signed up and you're on the dashboard, it will look something like this. Now what I would recommend you do is go to templates here on the left, and once you click on that, you can then go ahead and search for presentation. So go to the search bar, type in presentation, and then you're going to be able to search for that. So click on that. It's then going to open up all of these different templates that you can use. As you can see, there are 20,000 available to me currently. Some of those are going to require a paid plan. As you can see, the ones with the crown are pro plans, so you can't use these for free. But anything else that doesn't have the crown, you can use for free, and you can customize these however you want. I'm going to explain it all right now. So before, you could filter by clicking on all filters and then filter for the free ones. Now they've removed that feature, so you're going to have to do it manually. What you can go ahead and filter for though is the style, the language, the theme, and so on. So maybe you just want a really simple presentation. Maybe you want a modern or professional presentation. Either way, you can click and apply the style that you want. I'm going to apply the simple style, and here we can see we've now got 7,000, which is still a lot. Again, you could filter this more if you need very specific things, but for me, we're just going to have a browse around and we'll choose one which matches what we need. So let's go ahead and open up just a random one. We'll open up here this one, this group project, and I'll show you how you can edit it, right? So if you hold your mouse over it, it's going to flick through it and you can decide if that's good enough for you. It has 12 slides, but we can add and remove any others. So click on it and then click customize this template, and it's going to take you into the Canva presentation editor. And from here, we can go ahead and edit this. So as you can see, this is a group project presentation. So let's get into it. So here on the bottom, you're going to have a slider. This is going to allow you to zoom in and out of the presentation. Maybe this is useful for you because maybe you're presenting on a small screen or a big screen and you want to see how your graphics and text will look. So we've got the slides down here. We can click through each of these slides and you can go ahead and edit everything that is on each slide that you click on. Just for the start here though, we're going to start obviously on the first one. Now you'll notice if we hover over any element, it's going to allow us to select it, which means we can edit any element on the screen. So for example, if we click on the background and we didn't like the background color, we could change it to, for example, white. So I think that looks a lot better. We're going to go with that. If I didn't want any of these shapes, I could either move them. I can undo my movement by clicking undo or Control Z, or I could change the color and many things here. Everything that you click on, it's going to open up a new window or a new box, and it's going to give you more options. So let's say we're creating a presentation on how to grow on YouTube. So I'm going to call this YouTube Growth, presented by Bradley. So go ahead and enter in your text. Now I need to center this because it looks a bit off in my opinion. So I'm going to highlight it all. And again, we've got all of the text tools here. You've got the alignment. So let's make this centered in the middle. Now I don't love this font. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it and we're going to change it to Arial. Okay, so that didn't change much, but you get the point, right? You can change the font however you want. And now I'm not going to spend too much time trying to make a visually pleasing presentation. You can do that. I think that looks okay. What I am going to do is I'm going to double click on this text, highlight it all, and we'll change this text color to a black. So there we go. And I can also manually move things around and change the size with any sliders that may appear here. Also, you'll notice that you can snap things to the middle of the screen, both horizontal and vertical. Okay, so here is slide number 1. we can now go to slide number 2 and you can start editing it. Now again, you can use all of the features which I've just explained. Now if you go to elements, you've got all of these different elements that you might find useful. I can't cover all of these in the video, but you've got all of these elements at the top here that you can click on. You've got your shapes. So if you click on see all, you can add in arrows. You can add different shapes here. So maybe you want to add a curved square. You can go ahead and add that for whatever reason you might want it. You can double click in these shapes and add text. So this is a fun way to present info. And again, in each of these elements, you can customize it. So you could add and optimize the font size, color, and the style. You've also got graphics. So if you click see all on graphics, you've got all of these different graphics and things you can add. Canva has a lot of these. So let's say I want to search for YouTube. Here you can see we can add in the YouTube logo. Now again, make sure you watch out for ones that require a pro subscription. It won't let you use them if you're on the free one. And then you've got stuff like AI image generators. You've got sheets to show data. You've got tables, photos, and videos. Here you've got text. If you want to add any more text, you can go ahead and add a text box. You can add headings, and that's pretty much it for text. Then on uploads, every image or video that you upload to Canva, you can use within all of your projects. So I can upload files from my computer and they will land here. And then any files, any videos, I can go ahead and just drag on to my presentation. Now, obviously this is getting very messy and very unorganized, but you get the idea. Now, if I wanted to send a specific element all the way to the back or bring it behind the text, for example, I could right click and we've got more options here. So we could go ahead and click here, layer, and then you could send it backwards. And you could keep going backwards until how you want it. So maybe you wanted this video as the background. Obviously, I don't know in your circumstances what you're trying to achieve here, but you can go ahead and create and add anything that you're trying to do. So that is uploads. And then you've got tools as well, which allows you to draw, to add more shapes, more lines, and so on. Now, I won't get too in detail about these other apps, but essentially Canva has a lot of apps that you can use, and you can choose and explore these at your own pace. So let's say we wanted to remove a slide, you can just right click and you can go ahead and delete that page and it will remove it. If you wanted to move the order, you can just drag and drop these in specific orders. And then if you need to add transitions, you can hover over the gap in between the two slides, and then you can add a transition. Let's say we want to add a dissolve transition. Now we can apply this between all pages and it's going to add that transition to every single page. So now let's go ahead and preview our presentation and we'll see how we can share it. So if you go to present in the top right hand corner, you can present full screen. You can use the presenter view, which is going to give you a timer. It's going to allow you to add notes, and it's useful if you're presenting to other people. And you can also present and record this. So you can record your presentation and it will pick up your webcam and your microphone. Either way though, if you want to just click present and it will present from whatever slide you're on. So make sure you're on the first slide. Then you can go ahead and just move this forward however you want with your arrow keys, or you can click on the screen. So that's presenting it. If you did want to share this and get a link to this presentation to share with someone else, click on share and then you can go ahead and click public view link and you can share this with other people. They'll be able to view the presentation and the presentation will be public. And then you can also download the presentation into a PowerPoint file using the download link, but just make sure you change it to PPTX, then click download. That's pretty much everything you can do regarding Canva presentations. They are very simple and easy to use. Just have a play around with it, see what works for you, and create a good presentation. So I hope that video did help you out.